Oh, thank you, Patrick. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on a beautiful Saturday night. Back out in the backyard with a little bit of a city glow.
A little
and a bunch
gradient.
of ice.
Yeah, a little gradient. Sun's just off in the distance. A little light or dark blue into nice dark black.
How beautiful was today? I mean, I got maybe 10 minutes outside, but God, was it gorgeous.
And it was a little hot in the 5 minutes I was outside today.
Yeah.
It was
It
nice.
was gorgeous.
As the only man who got to enjoy his Saturday, how beautiful was it today, Joe?
Guys, let me tell you, it was real nice outside. I'll tell you that. Going out to the burbs, driving on the expressway, probably around like noon.
Okay.
Heading in your direction.
Did you get to test out the new configuration on the 294?
Oh man, yeah.
It was a little confusing, right?
I thought I was about to do something wrong. Like, I was like, what? Am I in the wrong lane? Right before, what is it? That crazy bit on 88.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. They're screwing that whole 294 up right now. It's insane.
It is insane. And then the way back is completely different too now. Like they have different stuff. But anyways, driving out there, just looking at the sky in the back, it was incredible. Looked like a Bob Ross painting.
Oh yeah.
And then sat out on the patio for a bit, had some time out there. And then now I'm out here again.
Nice.
Enjoying
Just
the beautiful
visiting
day.
Sarah out there or what?
No, it was last weekend was Sarah's mom's birthday, but because of the passing literally happened like on her birthday, so plans kind of got shot. So this was like a thing like to kind of get the whole family together to celebrate her birthday because we couldn't last weekend. They were getting funeral arrangements made and all that.
Okay.
Somebody's moving. The mics. Whose is it? I don't know.
Could be me, probably.
A little bit, yeah, probably. It's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here. We got Chris here with the ones and the twos. We got Joe back. Joe was out for 2 weeks. We counted it. We're like, was it Joe 3 weeks or was Joe 2 weeks? Joe was 2.
Funny enough, Franklin was on the episode last week, and exactly a year before that, if you go back 365 days in episodes, Franklin was on the previous episode.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So
How insane is that?
Yeah, just astronomical odds.
So
Just
see him in
random.
another 365 days then.
Yeah, we should mark the calendar every year. This is Franklin's special podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We got Pat here, and we got Sexy Pepsi coming off the DL to entertain.
Post-surgery, yeah.
And hopefully he's not going through those
Don't
plastic.
tear anything.
We got 3 of them there,
Just
so
sit there and look pretty.
we got reinforced weight for him.
There you go. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. All right, so we're going to start this podcast off right. I had seen on a short
Stop there.
Well, kind
Do
of.
you want me to open it for you?
No, that's not good.
Yeah, that was great.
There we go, Pat. Thanks. This thing is kind of janky.
Is that
I bought that for him for nothing.
No, actually, this is not.
Oh, you're right. It isn't the one.
It's not the cheap ass one that we bought in freaking
It's the same version.
Yeah,
says
who
the
did we
same
buy that
version.
for?
It was for Joe's wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this is okay.
I wonder who got that one.
We did. Me and you. We were at Target.
Had to be you
Dude,
guys.
I know, no, we bought it, but who has it still, you think?
Oh, I thought Pat had it. That's why I
You
was
just
asking.
probably banging off the top thing there. Just banging
I
it.
just happened to buy the same one.
Ladies and gentlemen, there we go. This is how a
Guys.
podcast should go.
Yeah.
All right, here we
nice.
go. Smooth as butter.
Okay,
there we
so-
go.
We'll edit that out.
First try.
Nailed it.
We don't
try.
edit. Some Nicole asked Lauren, "Do we ever edit anything?" And I was like, "Come on now."
We don't
barely-
have time for
We
that.
barely get enough stuff in here. Okay, so I saw this on a short, the Barbie Espresso Martini, and I was gonna
Barbie espresso
Espresso
martini.
Martini.
Okay.
and I was gonna do it for me and Lauren yesterday, but of course working too hard, didn't have enough time to stop at the
Didn't get any of the ingredients.
Yeah, well, also I was going to stop on my way home, but then traffic was insane because of Bruce at Wrigley. So I
Bruce
didn't have any
Springsteen?
time. Yeah, but I really wanted to try this.
The
so I was
boss.
Were you there, Pat? Oh.
like, I don't know. I know I've heard some of his songs, but I don't know who.
Born to Run.
This is going to be
The
more
only
like
one
a
I know.
strawberry milkshake.
Thunder Road.
Was this in the movie?
I haven't seen
Just
it. So I'm not-
inspired by.
Do you want that big one or you want the smaller one?
Whatever.
Oh.
You should just handed it off when you had the chance.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm not reaching across the table. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's kind of full.
I want every ounce of that. And if you can, so Joe, after your taste, what do you think? Oh, you already know. Everybody probably already knows what's in here. It's really not that.
No, I have no idea what's in here.
Oh, you didn't look in the bag?
No.
Okay, so
I was
guess
trying
what
to
you think
keep
is in
it
here.
Trying to keep it right. What? Something creamy. Maybe Bailey's of some sort.
Kahlua.
Good call.
Or Kahlua.
No, it was Bailey's. Strawberry Bailey's.
Oh, strawberry Bailey.
I didn't know
And-
there was a strawberry Bailey's.
And
Neither did I until you pulled it out.
Cold brew coffee.
The one that I spilled on my hand, I don't
That's
know
all
if
I
I
need.
got that. All I could
That's
taste
all
was
that's
just-
in there?
You know what's crazy? You know what's absolute BS? Maybe I got the wrong Baileys, but I thought I got the strawberry. I got the strawberry Baileys, but the one that they did on the short, unless they colored it, which they possibly could have, was way more pink than this one.
They probably put food dye in it.
Had to have, right? It came out pink as pink.
I don't know. With coffee, I couldn't imagine that you would.
I said this looked like melted McFlurry.
Yeah.
When
It
it
did.
came out.
Oh yeah,
That's
it's not very-
kind of
it's not
that
very pink.
mushy
It's more coffee
gray color.
yeah. Kind of dangerous though. You have too many of these, and you'd be fine.
Scrumptious.
You probably should
Baileys
put
in
it.
general with it tastes good.
Ding, pinky out.
It's not bad.
Would you probably put a little to make it like an actual stronger drink? You probably put a little vodka in there, huh? A shot of
Maybe.
vodka, a shot of Bailey's.
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
Would mask it.
I don't know how much alcohol is in Kahlua. I could see Kahlua going in there.
Not
Yeah.
a ton of Kahlua.
Is
Kahlua
Kahlua
is pretty low.
Is it? I have no idea.
flavored As well. What is Kahlua?
It's like
It's
a
a
coffee liqueur.
It's a liqueur.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a coffee
Yeah.
liqueur. Okay.
Yeah, this could be a one chug goodbye.
We could put Pat's favorite
This
in
could
here,
legit be a
Rumpelmans.
shot.
That would be interesting.
That's kind of what this seems more like, if I'm being honest. Not
Yeah.
that it's like it has a bite to it, but that it seems like a fun shot that you would do.
Yeah, and martinis are usually gin or vodka based.
I'm doing the Barbie
That's what I was
espresso
thinking
shot.
too. Yeah, yeah. So I was gonna make that for me and Lauren, and Lauren's probably gonna be pissed when she watches this podcast.
Well, let's
but-
make
Hi,
it
Lauren.
for tomorrow night, and then she won't know.
I'll find a different martini for us to do, because I think if we didn't have volleyball tomorrow and had to be somewhat good today, I would definitely have probably put vodka in that just to give it a little jump on the spice. Joe's like, he's okay. He's like, I like the coffee. I like it. It's pretty good. It's okay.
Joe's like, I'd rather
I
drink
don't
the
know
vodka.
how it would like change it.
I'm just thinking
It
there'd be a
depends
little
on
bit.
the it depends on the vodka.
It wouldn't really change the taste. I don't think it would just change the strength of the drink.
Okay, that's where the
I-
alcohol comes out. I
I
want a little bit more bite. Sorry for
think-
cutting you off.
I would think it would have a lot stronger taste. I don't know if it
Yes.
would complement it though.
Okay, that's fair.
I think the coffee. I think you'd still get like a. I think you get like a weird vodka aftertaste.
I
Like you would get
definitely
the-
put a ton of Baileys in here.
You couldn't. I don't think you could do equal parts vodka, Bailey's.
No, it would be like a little bit. It'd
coffee.
Be, vodka would be the smallest portion.
Although
of the
I
three.
don't know what the mix or what the ratio is on this. Is it 1-to-1 or is it 2 to
Well,
1?
no, it's one shot. So it's ice, a shot of Bailey's, and then like a cup or a cup and a half of coffee to fit in here.
I mean, we did some real scientific work in there. We filled,
Oh, yeah.
we filled the little top part up, and then we just poured coffee in.
Ladies and gentlemen, go check out the shorts. You can see the actual video that's on YouTube right now. But for ours, I went heavy on the Baileys.
Okay.
Just to make it more fun.
Cool.
And we do have a little left. And I got one for Katrina, Pat, so don't worry.
Highway
I wasn't worried, but cool.
the underground. Is
Yeah,
that
we
Bruce
know.
Springsteen?
Do you want a little more?
No,
No.
We'll finish this off.
Oh, that's the dude from.
that's
Top
Kenny
Gear.
Loggins.
Yeah, I should have known that. I'm Kenny Loggins.
Pepsi, you want to try a little?
You know why I know that, Pat?
Mad TV.
Archer.
Archer.
Nice. Did you guys hear? Getting into this podcast, did you guys hear the sad news of Dale Gribble?
Dale Gribble.
Gribble, the voice of Dale on King of the Hill, one of the best shows. If you haven't watched, you need to get into King of
I
the
heard they're
Hill.
bringing it back.
They are.
They are.
Dale, the voice of Dale, the original voice of Dale, just died. And
I saw
yeah, I don't. They haven't really given a reason yet. I don't think. At least up to when I saw it, they had not given a
First
reason
I'm
for
hearing
it.
of this. No idea what the guy looked like. Was he old?
No, he's 60.
like
Well, he was 64,
60-something.
but he didn't look bad for 64.
No.
You know what's crazy? He would do not crazy, but it was pretty awesome. He would do. He had a YouTube channel where he would talk. He would sing songs in Dale Gribble's. I can't say that last name
Who
for
is
some reason.
Gribble.
Which one
Gribbles.
is Gribble the mushmouth dude?
It's the
No,
he's
no,
the
no.
conspiracy theory guy.
Oh,
Packet sandwich head.
oh. Well, now you say original. Were there multiple?
No, I'm gonna assume that there's gonna be one for if they're gonna do a
Oh,
rerun.
yeah,
it's
they'll
gonna
have to be a new. I see. Yep.
So, and he would do Dale's voice and sing songs. And I watched one, and it was a wedding song. Like he's like, this is for a wedding party, and and in it was pocket sand. And Chris, I told Chris Dale died, and Chris like, I know. He's like pocket sand. I'm like, Chris, you gotta see this video of this. It was hilarious. But I'm not gonna lie to you, it's so good because it's like a wedding song, and he mixes in a little bit of like what Dale would actually say, like a Dale character
Little
into
Dale
it.
tomfoolery.
Yes, and but it does kind of get old a little bit quick.
Oh, okay.
Like it's
You
funny.
can only
but-
handle a few songs.
yeah.
Maybe I'll just let it live in my memory. Then I won't. I
Oh,
won't
I would.
watch
You got to
it.
go see one. If you can find the
Oh,
one with
okay.
Pocket Sand, it's pretty good.
Okay.
And then think of Chris going Pocket Sand.
Joe was the one who I got it from Joe. Joe one night we were out and he's like, "Man, we go with the beach volleyball and every once in a while I'll reach into my pocket and I'll be like, oh, there's sand,' and be like, pocket sand.' I'm like, Joe, where the hell is that from? Like
Right,
Joe
no
just. Joe was just busted out every once in a while. I'd be like, Joe, where's that from? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, that had to be from some movie.
It's such
And then
an
I saw-
old reference.
It is. And
That
then I
almost
saw
came
the,
out of my nose, by the way.
Yeah.
and then I saw the King of the Hill. I'm like, oh, that's where it's from.
Is that where it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, he goes out and he defies. He's like in an episode, and like they ban smoking in restaurants,
Nice.
and so he goes into restaurants and starts smoking, and then like somebody tries to confront him, so he just pulls out pocket sand and throws it in their face. It's so good.
Oh, that is so good. The best one is when Bobby learns that you can kick
Oh.
people in the nuts.
Oh yeah. I don't know you, sir. That's my purse.
I don't know you.
Papa, papa. That's a pretty sad
Should protect
news.
yourself, Dad. Pow pow.
Other sad news this week. How about you guys see any of the stuff with Hawaii and Maui?
Oh man, what a Debbie Downer you are.
We got to start the podcast off right, baby.
Yo.
I
We
mean,
started with
you're
a nice
gonna end it
martini,
too?
and-
You're gonna end it like that too.
Isn't a martini a good way to?
We can just wrap this podcast up. We've nailed it.
Aren't you supposed to listen to a little jazz? Little downer with a little martini.
You get yourself a razor blade.
Whoa, easy. God, that's a disclaimer. That'll get us in some trouble, buddy.
I didn't say what you did with the said razor blade.
True.
Yeah, maybe he's
Um,
shaving.
Yeah,
I don't know if
maybe-
you guys see the stuff in Hawaii.
Yeah, it's
I've only
it's
only
insane.
saw the headlines, but like I did see a headline today that people are saying it's like global warming, but there's like another like issue on top of not just like rising temperatures, but there was
it's-
something else that was causing the issue. I didn't get a chance to read the article,
Yeah.
but I do have it saved, so I'll take a look and I'll let you know next week.
kind of like the Canadian wildfires. Like it's like
Yeah.
a pocket sand full of issues. one
Yeah.
could say.
Yes.
There's
And
just a bunch
it's
of
not-
stuff.
yeah, it's just
that's
not one
kind of-
thing, yeah.
really on top of each other. There was a fail system that didn't supposedly didn't warn the people quick enough, which is never good, especially when people literally had to.
So Hawaii's really screwing up with their systems here. They had that one where the nuclear bomb was going off that they really wasn't.
Oh my god.
Do you
And
ever
people
hear-
were like, "What the hell's going on?" And then you have that.
Did you ever hear that story where the father had two children, both on opposite ends, and he only had enough time to go to one of the children, and he went to his favorite child,
Yeah.
and then they find out it was fake, and it's like,
Oh.
how do you think Thanksgiving was after that weekend?
Well, I don't know why he told you, but he went to his
Well,
fire
I don't
truck
think he
first.
told anybody, but he went to the kid that he liked the
You
most.
assume that one. Why are you drinking my water? Your
Peter-
water's in front.
Thanks, buddy.
Big Mike would have gone to save Chris.
Absolutely.
No, he would have went to
You
probably
would have
Pepsi.
grabbed Pepsi, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
Just so he could have somebody to talk to Cubs about, but as he's dying.
Nah, if he didn't go anywhere, yeah, he would have stayed with Pepsi. But like, if he had to go somewhere, he would have went to me.
He would have called me and told me about the eight
Yeah,
contractors.
Hey, I got a quote on
Yeah,
this.
Peter, it's been fun, but I'm not gonna come get you.
Yeah.
If we survived this, I got like 8 quotes on this tuck pointing that we're gonna do.
No, it was really sad, and it's crazy when you hear some of the stories. It was so hot, they literally were going
People
into the
were
ocean.
jumping into the ocean,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
I mean, that seems like that's not the worst idea, right?
No, but
No.
I mean, what's crazy is like how many they can't stop this thing. It's just like destroying people's houses, businesses.
Yeah.
It looked like a
just
bomb
eating
went
everything.
off.
It's just eating up everything in its
it's
path.
devastation.
Like you see the day before they took a picture and the day after. It's insane.
yeah.
They're-
It's
How did
I mean,
they-
you got so many limited, and you're an island nation, not near anything.
That's the thing. And you would think,
Yeah.
oh, they're an island. Like, they got to be able to stop it, no problem. But because it's an island, it makes it even worse.
Yeah, 'cause you have so limited
I think the military
resources,
would have
yeah.
something they could help him out with.
Wait, saltwater is bad too. For
There,
that, or-
I don't think you can just
Doesn't
take,
extinguish it as quickly. Yeah.
I don't think you can take ocean water and just dump it. Yeah, I think there's something to it.
It's probably bad for the soil. This is all.
It
S&P
might
facts.
be more damaging after. Yeah,
Yeah,
it could be. But there's a reason I don't think.
Do
they use
does
seawater.
anybody know how they started?
How
The
the
wildfire started that has engulfed.
Probably somebody
Maui.
probably somebody just driving down the highway, flicking a cigarette out the window.
It's been so dry. I mean, it's been so dry everywhere. That's why. I mean,
That's what
I
I've
could-
heard. The dryness, like common to have
That's
wildfires,
crazy that
but because
Maui's
it's so
been so dry.
it just took
Yeah.
it and went. High winds, a bunch of stuff. Again, just
Yeah.
kind of.
Lauren and I got into a
Heated discussion.
a discussion about global or climate change and all that stuff, and it was good to kind of get both sides of it and get an idea. I think I might be listening a little bit too much to Joe Rogan lately,
We had
and the
Joe.
thought that I don't know.
He
It's
convinced
tough,
you to start taking horse tranquilizers yet?
I'm working on it. I'm trying to get some, but it's not as easy as he
It's
makes it
not as
seem.
easy
Like.
as-
There's a waiting list.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't.
damn.
He did a 4.5-hour podcast with Post Malone.
Wow, really?
4.5 hours.
How was that?
Jesus.
I didn't listen. I don't. I get 2 hours is a lot for me.
The
in
last one he
break.
did, Post Malone, was like wasted, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty. They drank Bud Lights the whole time. Like
Yeah.
Post Malone's like, hey, I like what I like, and I'm like, this is a guy I like.
Yeah,
you like
exactly.
Coors Light? You're gonna drink Coors Light. He's like, I don't got enough time for the shenanigans.
How can you imagine like sitting there like in like that kind of setting and just talking to somebody for 4.5 hours?
Do
Well,
they get a lunch? Do they call lunch?
I mean, like I can see like
If you forget the cameras are there and you're shooting with a buddy, I could literally talk to Joe for. Honestly, I could talk to him for like 6 hours,
Oh yeah, it's
Really?
very easy.
I can't imagine.
but I never shut up. Like that's an
Yeah,
issue for me.
you definitely don't. But I couldn't imagine being like with someone and like talking to him just for like 4 hours straight.
Yeah,
But
but
you
we
gotta-
also see. Yeah, I'm sorry, Joe. Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, between me, Pat, and you, it might be a little because we see each other all the time. All
That's
the
true
time.
too.
You also got to think these are like masters in their industry. Post Malone is one of the biggest
Hey,
musicians.
I'm a
in the
master in
world.
my industry. You watch your damn mouth.
I'm just saying the rest of us aren't. So it's one man, one giant
But
among men. But you have, in that case, you have two giants. They could talk about anything.
And what he means in masters. Is,
Oh, I
is-
know. I'm
Yeah,
just-
but I'm
yeah.
saying like Joe Rogan can like he can talk.
Hey, don't belittle my profession, sir. I'm a master in it, and I could talk about it for 20
You're
minutes.
definitely a
and put
master
you to sleep.
debater. But I'm pumped. Shh, wait, let me get the right one.
Wrong
please.
one, D.
Yeah,
That's a round of applause for me too for getting the right.
I was feeling, yeah.
Smooth.
Okay, so talking controversial stuff with about Joe Rogan and such.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Aldean's song. We talked about it. We were ahead of the game, ladies and
Not
gentlemen.
Town or whatever
Yeah.
it's called.
We were
Were you
way
ahead of it
that.
because it's crap? Or,
Yeah. We were
Oh.
like, hey, we don't give a crap about the message. The music, that song sucks.
Funny enough, I saw
And
a
now
picture,
people are agreeing to
like,
it?
a week later. It's Jason Aldean, his wife, and it's Trump like coming in for a kiss, and it's like not gonna like molest my wife or something. Not in my and it's like, oh, sorry, never mind, sir. Or just
Yeah.
like saying like, oh yeah, big talk for a guy.
So yeah, I got.
I don't know
No,
anything
I got 3 things I'd like to correlate to this. So not my town. There's 2 things to it. One is, did you guys see I think it was Georgia, at
maybe.
a river gambling boat,
Oh no, it was
that
in
was
Alabama.
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 Yeah, I saw that.
Oh.
No, it wasn't a
my
gambling. It wasn't a gambling boat.
God.
It was a
Riverboat.
riverboat trying to dock. And
Yeah, and
and these rednecks wouldn't move.
Yeah,
Yep.
they were parked in the spot for the riverboat.
Yeah. And the guy asked them to move.
Holy sweet
And then it escalated
hell.
quickly.
Yeah,
To these and they're everybody's. There's so many in my town, and there's just like people with chairs. Like in my
One
town,
lady hit like a WWE.
Yeah, he
slam
took-
the lady with a chair.
I did not like. So that's the only thing. So I want to preference this. Like those guys were racist, and it was bad.
Yeah.
And I still don't think that 9, 10, 11, 12 dudes beating up on 2 guys or 4 guys is the right
yeah.
thing. But the stuff that I saw that was happening to women is absolutely
deplorable.
disgusting.
It was
Just-
deplorable. That chair shot that guy gave that lady, absolutely deplorable.
On the ground.
When the police
That dude hopefully goes to jail for a very long
When the
time.
police put him down and kept slamming him,
Yeah.
that he should have gone there because that lady was just standing there and he just came up and cold cocked her with the chair.
Yep.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand that at all. But there's so many memes right now that are like in my town, and it's like these dudes just getting destroyed.
Why is that not on? Why is Chicago always picked on in terms of violence? And you get
No,
this crap
this
going
is it's all over. Yeah, it's all
This
over.
one's- this was
everywhere.
everywhere.
And this seems like it's like
I saw the video before it went like viral.
I
Yeah,
only
so did
got
I.
it one- yeah,
Yeah.
I only got it one. I
It was
think.
on Snapchat or it was on something.
It was on something that you could click and watch.
Yes,
And I was like, it's like, this can't be real, can it?
It was bad.
I mean, like the beginning is like you don't like. I just caught the part like the one I saw was like it just started with the guy.
I couldn't believe how-
the uniform black
Yeah.
guy.
And he threw
like,
his
threw
hat, yeah.
and then this like everybody. I'm like, what are these people doing?
I couldn't believe. Yeah, I was trying to get back.
It was
to
like
the
5 on
beginning
1
of-
at that point.
I
It's
couldn't
like,
believe
Jesus.
how long that video was because I was trying to get back to the front to see
Oh,
what caused the
was.
issue,
Yeah.
and it just went on.
Yeah,
forever.
you
I'm
don't
like,
really,
oh my
in the
God.
video you don't really see what caused it that you find out like if you like read
Yeah,
an article.
oh, there
Video.
are videos of
Okay.
it
Of
beforehand,
that guy being,
like them
those guys
parked
being
at
a
the
jerk.
pier,
Yeah.
telling him, "Hey, you can't move you got to move your boat. This is for the
I
river
mean,
boat."
you know, this is some drunk idiot
Untying it,
just
and
like,
starting to
and then
push
all,
it,
and then
and
all hell
then-
breaks loose.
Then it starts escalating into that.
Yep. And it's I don't like that aspect of it's teams versus teams instead of being like, okay, these guys were idiots. People came to this guy's aid. And but those guys got way out of hand with it. Like,
Yeah.
It was.
Well, I mean,
everybody
one
was wrong
group
in the
came in and
situation.
then another group came in. It's like, where are these
yeah.
people coming from?
It was the wrong situation.
listen,
it was handled so
yeah,
wrong.
there need to
two
be
guys-
people with cooler heads that came out and prevailed after like certain things, like after stuff transpired.
The first
You
group
break
came
it
in and
all up,
ripped everybody apart.
Yeah.
But so they just started wailing on people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the one dude was just like hammer fisting people.
Well, it's like it's a tough situation for the people watching
Yeah.
because they're
'Cause
getting off the boat, waiting for this boat to just come to the dock so that they could get off. They just have to watch this guy that they know
Yeah.
get the shit kicked out.
I also
of them.
wonder if anybody,
By
like,
way
actually-
too many people.
But I mean, like
Way.
you also don't
And
know if
so
you
it's
go
like-
in there and
it's
try
like,
to be
hey.
like you're just trying to like,
It's
hey,
just
just
trying
trying
to
to keep the
keep
peace.
your
You're the
destroying.
one that's going to get your
That's
ass
what
kicked.
happened to the first guy.
Yeah.
There was people are making this a race thing. There was one white guy that jumped in to try and stop it, and they fucking cocked him right
yeah,
out of there.
Exactly.
Like they were looking.
You see the one dude that he jumped off the other dock, swam
Yeah,
across,
swam,
got up and
yeah.
started.
Yeah, that
It's
was a
like
young 15-year-old kid
I'm
who
like,
just saved
jeez.
this guy.
insane
So
stuff.
yeah, I mean, like they after a while they started realizing that they were just
I mean, it just-
outnumbered. People were out like,
And they're
certain
trying to get
people were-
away, and
They were
people are-
jumping
yeah.
into the water.
Does anybody think it's
Swimming-
crazy how quickly people to go to like a mob mentality?
Oh yeah.
nowadays?
Oh.
Oh, that's insane.
Oh.
And that
Like there's
one dude
looters
with the
everywhere.
chair.
Like there's looters everywhere. Like people just
Yeah.
like lose their mind when they're like there's no consequences to their actions. Like they're
But the cops were there. It's funny because it feels like forever.
But they're only like it's a 3-minute video.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it
But a
felt
lot,
like
lot
forever.
went down in that 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Those are fireworks, by the way, in case
Yeah,
you hear popping
yeah.
in the background. You're like, we got it on film. Chicago's a hellhole. There's gunshots going off. No, those are fireworks.
So-
or are they?
So okay, right. Last night, oh my god. So last night, I'm at sleep. I got to bed at probably about 11:30. I knew I had to get up early, so I got to bed early. And 2:30, boom, and I'm like jolted out of bed. I'm like, oh my god, what happened? I felt like there was either like a bomb that went off or like a car hit another car or something. I look out my window and it's just some idiot revving his stupid souped up car, and it backfired and made a big boom.
Oh.
And then him and this jackass motorcycle dude are out there, and the motorcycle's revving his. And in my head, I'm thinking, I'm not even kidding you. The first thing I'm saying, I was like, I go out to the window, I start screaming at these dudes, and these dudes are gonna beat my ass so bad.
Yeah, they're gonna break the door
Yes,
and
I'm
like,
gonna
figure
get-
out what.
I'm gonna be the next one on the video getting ass whooped. So I just went back to bed. I'm so
Sorry,
pissed
guys.
out.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Please turn your.
I'm trying to sleep. I gotta work, bro.
Dude, it's like 2:30 in the morning. Come on now.
I did have a bat, and I'm like, I bring a bat. That bat's gonna get taken, and it's gonna get shoved up my butt.
Do I want to get beat by my own bat tonight? I don't think so.
Do I bring them a weapon to kick
Yes.
my own ass?
Okay, so to add on to that, my town. Yesterday on YouTube, doing a little bit. Yeah, got a big thing done. So you know how you get one project done, you got to do a little exploring.
Yeah, take
Gots
a break.
So and I've been watching a bunch
Little
of
mental vacay.
It's a lot of music yesterday. So and somehow the front page was this song by this dude from the South, and it was just I'm like, oh okay, I'll check it out. I love like kind of new, and he had a banjo.
I'm wondering if I heard this song and it sounds so fucking racist and like
So it's like a guy in the forest by a deer stand. He's got a banjo.
Yep.
And he's playing it, and it's like,
It's that crap you were playing earlier today.
yeah.
I wanna-
I'm so
what
dumb.
are the words?
Here's the thing. Here's a few things. First of all, I'm so dumb that I didn't I thought it was like a decent tune. I was like, oh, this is cool. I did the one thing about taxes. I was like, that's kind of. I mean, I get it. We're all dollars not worth anything. We're getting taxed out of hell. I'm like, yeah, I kind of agree with that. We're getting taxed a lot.
all right.
All right. Didn't listen to really a lot of the lyrics. I just thought it was a catchy tune.
I picked it up right away. I mean, this is really.
Then I see it on TMZ, and this is like now the conservative like national anthem, and he's gone super viral. And I'm like, oh, I probably should listen to this again, I guess. Also, YouTube, why am I getting this? I don't feel like
You've been
that's-
watching too much
What,
Joe
Joe
Rogan.
Rogan?
you know what it is? It's Patrick David. That's the dude that's getting me all these conservative things. I've watched a couple of his clips, and yeah, and I was like, and then so everybody's up in arms about it, and in my head I'm like, so then I'm this is my shower thought today. I'm like, why are we using songs to make political statements? This is ridiculous. Can't we just enjoy
always
music?
done that. People have always done
But that's the thought. I'm like, you're an idiot. Like people war. What is it good for? That's a political song. That's always been. I'm like, okay, this. I guess it is what it is. Like I just.
Most of it's like clearly like CCR's "Fortunate Son" is a big protest song.
What's that song?
The "Fortunate Son" by Creedence Clearwater Revival.
I know the song. I just can't.
Yeah, I
even
can't think
about it right
Joe's
now.
looking for the name of it right now.
I'm
He's doing us
trying
a
to
favor.
find it.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a guy with glasses and a suspenders.
He had a beard, huge
He
beard.
did have a beard. Okay.
You would know that song if I played it.
I'm gonna
Just
check
type
the
in conservative national anthem,
and that'll
you'll
get a
find
couple
it.
Yeah. I'm gonna check the camera real
You'll
quick.
see Jason
Actually-
Aldean's song.
Oh,
Come on.
baby.
Come on, boys. Come up with something fun here. I got some good topics.
Hey, Pat, I'll give you. I told this to Peter earlier, so Peter doesn't need to be here for this. I got real hot earlier this week. I was watching ESPN. This is ridiculous, but I was watching ESPN, and Max. They were highlighting.
ESPN 8 the Ocho or just
No, just regular
Okay.
ESPN.
Okay.
They were highlighting Max Scherzer. He had just pitched, and they're like, he had a great game. He pitched a good game. I think it was like 7 innings or something. And they're like, Max Scherzer, he's back, baby, he's back. And I'm like, what? I'm like looking at who. So they're saying he's back, which is great because that's always a good thing to
I
have.
think I found the song.
Do you know what 2 teams he's pitched against since he's been traded? That he's back now.
He got traded to who again?
He got traded to the Rangers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess the Oakland Athletics are gonna be one of them.
That was the game. That's
a
the
good
highlight
call.
afterwards. Athletics were one. Worst team in baseball.
And then maybe the Royals.
No, you're in the right division though.
No, it
Kansas
wasn't
City
the White
Chiefs.
Sox.
It was the White
That was
Sox.
the White Sox.
Yeah, so the 4th worst team. So Max Scherzer's back, baby, after pitching against 2 of the worst teams in Major League Baseball. Spare me, ESPN.
Chris was
God, I
much
was
more
really hot,
animated. Yeah, he was real hot.
I
in the
was
car
really
there.
hot about it.
I
was like,
didn't
you gotta be
realize
kidding me.
Chris McGraw disliked Matt Scherzer so much.
I know I like Max Scherzer. I think ESPN like goes out on these like hyperboles, like, oh, this guy's
everything's a
back.
hot
or
take.
this
Like
guy-
you're gonna see on Monday that Justin Fields is the greatest quarterback ever right now.
But I mean, like the.
And then if he throws an interception next week, he's dog shit.
But I mean, like the worst thing was like there was like 1 week where the Yankees were on Sunday Night Baseball. They were on ESPN. They were on Tuesday TBS Baseball for primetime TV. They were on Wednesday Baseball, and I think they were on the Saturday Fox Game of the Week. They were on 4 times. I don't want to see the Yankees 4 times in a week.
They still get their money for the Yes Network when that happens.
I don't think so. Pepsi could. You can ask Pepsi about the marquee if they get that.
Okay, so Joe, what was the song?
So crazy. Richmond of North Richmond.
Yes.
It's a very wordy title.
I have no idea.
It's something like that. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Play like 5 seconds of it real
It's
quick.
a really wordy title.
Yes,
Is
get us
is
booted
he-
from you.
Is he?
You could. I think you can play 15 seconds.
he a ginger fella.
Hump and scrump.
Uh,
I like it.
Oliver
it.
Anthony. Hold on.
All right. Well, while Joe's doing that, today I took a little excursion during work. Had to go to the banks a couple times, so I
He
decided.
did a couple excursions today.
I went-
Wait, hold on. Let me just play
Basically,
Yeah,
it.
he's
you're
gone the
going-
entire day.
Oh yeah, that's it. See, I kind of like.
One of the top comments. Good God, make an album and release
Sounds
it.
like a redneck version
All
of
this
camp.
fella has to do is write songs like this, release it to the world, and he'll be raising those livestock in due time. Cheers from Canada.
Do you think he'll pay,
Way to go, Canada.
do you think he'll pay taxes if he gets rich off this song?
you don't
yeah.
have to.
Well, yeah.
Not
Okay.
necessarily.
So on one of my excursions
Oh.
today, me and Pepsi went to Binny's today, and we scoured every aisle for the perfect beer for you guys.
Scoured. I do like the name of this
Wow.
one.
Basically, Peter just wanted to go through every aisle to see how long he could. how much time he could
Oh
waste.
yeah.
Pierre left at 12. Got
Oh.
done with the bank by 12:10 and needed to kill 50 minutes
It's like,
between
wow,
that
man,
and
they have a
Mission
lot of wine
Barbecue.
here.
I
should read all these wines.
No joke. I got to Binny's. I spent 20 minutes in there. I got out at 12:30, and I still had enough time to go to the other bank and come back and get our food.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I wanted to do a nice brew for us, and me and Pat definitely are Hefeweizens fans. And I wanted to do a local brewery, but I don't know if this is local.
It is.
Oh, is
Pollyanna
it?
I
Brewing.
think it is. Yeah.
Awesome. I wanted to do one from Illinois. I wanted to
Lamont,
support
Illinois.
Nice. I wanted to support Illinois. So we got Chris. What's the name of this?
It's the Hump and Scrump.
And Hump and Scrump we really like alterations and classic words. So when we learned that a medieval string instrument known as a hump scrump existed,
Hump and Scrump.
hump and scrump existed, we had to match it with a Hefeweizen brewed with 100% German malt, wheat, hops, and yeast. This beer is super smooth, soft, clean, with no discernible bitterness, a light sweetness, notes of banana and clove. Makes this perfect on a hot, sunny day.
Oh,
Joseph, what do you
baby,
think, buddy?
hot and bothered. After that description.
I think it is so smooth. Yeah, it's good. It is smooth.
I would
Do
say
you
it's
know-
an accurate
do you-
description of it.
Do you know that it pairs well with friends?
Hey, cheers to that.
What beer?
Cheers to
does
that.
it?
It says pairs well with friends.
Where does it say that?
on the
Right
can.
underneath the description.
Oh yeah, there it is.
I'm gonna hump and scrump Joe later.
Oh, that is a good call.
What do you guys think of it?
It's a seasonal release.
I have yet to try it. I'm not the biggest banana guy.
You don't taste much banana.
Pat, I said,
I'm not
shut
gonna
up.
lie to you though. I think you do get a little banana.
Yeah, not that much.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
5.2% alcohol. It's not bad either.
You can't drink. I
No.
like it.
I don't.
Sorry, Yo's at home.
Wait, what's up?
Whenever I don't like something, people have to drink. Remember?
Oh yeah,
Hump and scrump.
hump and scrump.
I'm gonna say that name for the rest of the podcast.
I would drink the shit out of this if I was at their tap room.
You're not- you
this
don't
is-
work
this
too
is
far
good
from
beer.
it.
This is a Lamont.
Yeah.
What's the
How
amount?
long does it take to get to Lamont? Like
Probably
50.
about from where we work. Probably about
Oh, where
15
you
minutes.
work,
Yeah.
maybe.
I'll say from
that's
here,
a
it's not that
different-
close.
No.
Here,
Yeah,
I'd
no.
say
But I mean,
56
like,
Chris did say from where we work.
Yeah, I
It's
did
not
say
that
I
far,
missed
yeah.
that part. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
over
I
my
mean,
head
this is
as well.
you could do this. You could get our buddy Frank, who was on the last podcast. come out
Episode
there.
148. This is 149, boys. So I've been thinking about 150, and I think we should do
Some humping, scrumping.
hump and scrum. That's on OnlyFans. I was thinking
Oh yeah.
we do. Well, we don't have to do it on 150, but I think we should do the hot ones again by the end of the year for sure.
Okay.
150 would be good, but I think that's going to be towards our. It's just the tax season, so it might be tough. But I
You
am.
don't want to be blown out.
We
here.
also have to do a case race by the end of the year again.
Oh, case
for the
race.
night.
Oh Lord.
That didn't work out so well for me last time.
Yeah.
That's your problem, not ours.
Okay.
I had a grand old time.
I did too.
I did too, and I beat your booties. All right. And we
That's
can see if
because
we
you're the only one who took it seriously.
That's true. All right, I got two things here for you.
Is it
For-
hump and scrump?
No, stop saying that, you silly goose.
He likes
It's
the word
great.
hump and
It's a,
scrum.
it's a great name.
You
So
bought the
this
beer, you
is
should know this is what happened.
This is the. Actually, I wanted. We'll go into these two. Actually, I wanted to. Last week, I was hoping you were going to be on the podcast show, but I know with the dinner and all that shenanigans, it was a little difficult. But I wanted to hear because we went to John Jacob's wedding now 2 weeks ago, and we talked about how there's really not as many American wedding traditions anymore. Like when we were growing up, there was a lot. I felt like there was a lot more. Like the throwing of the flower or the
the
bouquet, them going on the woman's
Going under
Yeah.
to get the garter
and
belt.
Garter.
garter belt. What I heard on the Are You Garbage is that the best man was supposed to do that. It's like you're used to do that too at some point. Something weird like that.
That'd be really
Nah,
weird.
pass.
Yeah.
That'd be really awkward.
On the lady you're getting married to.
Yeah. So.
Hey, here's my best dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, pass.
Come right
so
next
then
to
and
your
there was
vagina
the chicken dance, the hokey pokey.
Hate both of those.
But those were things to get people in the mood to dance in. I think.
Well, now it's
Um,
the Cupid Shuffle and the
What's the Cupid show? Is that the
It's the
electric
Cupid-
slide?
It's in the Cupid Shuffle. The Cupid Shuffle, not Cupid.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know
we
that.
know.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you know.
Oh,
that.
okay.
You know it. It's like down,
To the
down,
left.
to the left.
You
to
are the
left.
songbird of our. Oh, is that okay? That's
Yeah.
going. But I haven't seen that in a very long time.
I think a
They
lot
played it
of
once.
those.
They put it once at Enjoy. I think the last time I heard it.
I think a lot of those dances are not. I think people will dance more now, but I also think a lot of people don't like those songs anymore.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Sarah for our
yeah.
wedding didn't want a single one
But
of those
that's,
songs.
yeah,
to
women
play.
are doing that now. But I'm saying those used to, like I remember growing up. Those were common.
I always hated the chicken dance. I always hated that. Even the
Oh,
kid.
I wasn't a fan.
I don't
of that.
care. I think it's fun.
I thought
think
it was
it's
fun. I thought it was
yeah.
goofy. But okay,
I mean, I've
so
still,
I want.
I've still
yeah.
done it in my adult life.
I think it's I think it's a nice
Yeah.
little change of pace song
yeah.
that you throw
I've
in
probably
there.
done it in
You
the
know,
last
that's the beauty
5
when you
years
guys
at
get
a wedding.
married, you can put the chicken dance on.
You're damn right. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the hokey pokey in too.
Nice.
Put your ass in the middle.
YMCA.
Maybe that may be for the end of the night.
But Frank's was like the last truly traditional wedding I like that from as a kid growing up. I remember we did everything that we did as when I was a kid at a wedding.
Oh yeah.
Where we did the bouquet throw. He went under the girder. We did the hokey
Frank
pokey.
did the girder thing?
I think he did. Yes, I'm almost 100% sure he did.
yeah, I
remember
think
that.
so.
I remember him talking about that. But so the reason I brought this up, not to bring the whole anything up, this is 3 weeks in a row, but is I wanted to hear some of the because you just recently went to a wedding in Ireland.
Uh-huh.
I'd kind of like to hear some of the because I'm sure they got some strong traditions in Ireland with the weddings.
Yeah, they married.
Much stronger
they
than-
got the gypsy weddings out there.
I hate to disappoint. This is something Sarah's mom was asking about. Like, what are Irish traditions? It's just drinking and dancing, and I mean like
And marrying your cousin.
both heavy amounts of drinking and
All right,
heavy
Pat, we gotta
amounts
figure
of
this out.
dancing.
Why is yours making
And
sense?
it's usually a cash bar, but that's honestly it.
Oh, cash bar.
Yeah, like those are
Party
I mean,
foul.
The one I went to had a lot of it in Gaelic, but I think that was just because of the area. I don't think that's a nationwide Irish thing. We don't do kilts. We don't do bagpipes, although a lot of Americans do it here. Like, I've been to Irish-American weddings where they get Irish dancers and they get people coming in playing bagpipes.
Wow,
and
what a
stuff.
disappointment.
But for Irish weddings, no, I mean, there's definitely like a mood, a vibe, an energy to an Irish wedding. A lot of drinking, a lot of dancing, a lot of shit talking. Towards the end of that wedding, like, people were playing instruments and singing and just hanging out at the tables, singing like in big groups. So it's definitely a different vibe.
Did you bust out the acoustic and start?
Fuck no. At the end of the night, it was like, at one point it was 5:30 in the morning.
Strummed a few chords.
Still drinking, and we go into the bar or go into the banquet hall to get to the bar to get like Sprite for mixed drinks. And there's this fucking dude who keeps asking me, he's like, "Hey, you're gonna sing?" And I'm like, "Nope, I am not gonna sing." And he's like, "You're drunk," or he's drunk, very drunk. It's 5:30 in the morning. So anytime I looked into this banquet hall to see where my cousin was with the mixed drink stuff, he'd be like this.
Oh, come here.
Yeah,
Come here.
but
I'm gonna hop and scrub
completely
you.
crazy-eyed and drunk. And I was like, I don't want to sing.
Was your dad
I don't know
there?
any of these people. No, my dad
Oh.
was not there.
Did your mom make it?
No, my parents did not. But Katie and Eric did come.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, well, that was
But yeah,
2
no
weeks
known-
of anticipation of nothing.
I mean, they used to do the garter belt or the garter and the dress and the bouquet tossing.
So I guess we'll have to wait for Peter's wedding to bring back that traditional wedding. Try that and try those. Try that.
Well, I'm not gonna
Peter's
do
wedding.
I'm not gonna do a wedding thing. I've already wedding thing. I'm not gonna do a church thing.
I'm not gonna do a wedding.
I'm not
Alright,
gonna invite
checking
Pat.
in
So
to say
you
You guys
Yeah.
want some interesting facts or not?
Yeah,
maybe.
sure, let's hear it.
That was a bad way to bring this in. So here's a crazy fact. Did you know that Keanu Reeves has never won an Oscar, Golden Globe, or an Emmy award of any kind?
It doesn't surprise me in any
Yes.
capacity.
In fact, he has never been nominated
That also doesn't surprise
for
me.
an Oscar, Golden
Yes.
Globe, or Emmy.
Yeah. What movie would he be nominated for?
Yeah.
You don't think like
Bram
the-
Stoker.
For shooting
take a
40
look.
guys in the dick?
What did he do? Interview with the Vampire? That
No.
was
No, that was Brad Pitt and
Oh,
somebody.
no.
else.
Wait,
Wait,
was
but
Tom
like,
Cruise,
what
yeah.
was the
vampire
Matrix? Like
movie
the
that he
first
did?
one?
No,
That wasn't
Bram
it.
Stoker-
Those are blockbuster movies.
Bram Stoker's Dracula, wasn't he in that? He did like a 17th century man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He was in the one with Devil's Advocate where he was with Pacino.
Wasn't he in the one with
That was a good movie.
Sandra Bullock where they were
Speed?
putting ladders in?
Speed, yeah, Speed was
No,
in
no,
there.
but like
Speed
the
was good too.
No,
Well,
that
they were
wasn't
wasn't him.
That was
Where they put the letters in the mailboxes?
That was Gerard Butler.
Oh, no. You're right. The Lake House, I think it's
Yeah.
called.
That's a different movie.
Yeah,
That's
shut up,
another
Pat. You don't know
rom-com.
anything.
Okay, so I guess
He
that
should have
was
got one for the replacements. Let's be honest.
Not-
He
not-
got fucking hosed.
He got hosed. I thought maybe the Matrix.
That movie made
no?
me feel.
We're gonna
right?
see here.
No, Matrix blockbusters don't get Oscar nominations generally.
A lot of action movies don't.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. I guess.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure should have. How about Point Break?
Definitely killed it in that movie.
I don't know
know
what
that.
Point Break is.
Have you ever seen
I know-
with Patrick Swayze where he's an FBI agent and that's a great movie.
Are you
Never
guys
seen
being,
it.
Wait, are you guys being serious?
I've never seen Point Break, no.
I feel like that's a
I
movie
gotta talk to Big Mike. What do you
so
do to
far
your
up
children?
your guys' alley.
Yeah.
It's an awesome movie.
The quotes
I
in
just saw
that,
it, yeah.
that blows my mind that you guys have not
You know,
seen that.
you know what? I didn't think he was bad. Like, I don't know if this is a movie that should get, but Hardball wasn't a bad movie.
That was a tearjerker. No. All right.
The Lake
What's
House. There it
Hardball?
is. The Lake
It's
House.
where he was a coach on the South Side.
Chicago.
Oh, that was
Yes.
a good
He's a
movie.
gambling addict or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
and a
little
kid
gets
died.
shot.
Yes,
Oh, I
that was
cried
tough.
at that.
Should have
Oh,
definitely been nominated for John Wick. He should at least get an Emmy for most shots to the groin area.
All right. Wait. I just watched Marked for Death, and that was a Steven Seagal movie. Another 80s movie. I'm trying to catch up on all the 80s movies to be so I could be.
When you get to 90, you start watching.
Yeah.
You know, Point Break's like 89, so you should hit that while you're on
I'm
the list.
getting on that
You'll
way.
be getting there,
I
you'll be
watched
getting there.
all the Rush Hours just for you, Joe, because I know you're a fan. So
Those
I
aren't
rewatched
80s.
them all. No, I'm not. But I rewatched them for him.
I watched Running Man and started watching Escape from New York last night.
Love it, love Running Man.
All
Solid
right,
movie.
But both solid movies.
Okay, and then my last
How about No Zero?
cool fact for today, and then I got another like a good topic to see what you guys think on. But
Okay.
Super Mario.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
The video game we're talking about, the movie.
How about you let him finish your sentence and you'll find out, Pat, all together with us.
No, You say you ain't got no nipples.
Well, I've been cut off like 5 times on the same couch.
Yeah, shut up, Pat. Nobody cares.
Okay, so but wait, no. So Super Mario, the character, so from movies, games, Nintendo, is named after a real life businessman, Mario Siegel, who is renting out a warehouse to Nintendo. After Nintendo fell far behind on rent, Siegel did not evict them, but gave them a second chance to come up with the money. Nintendo succeeded and named him their main character, or named their main character after him.
After Jumpman wasn't that successful?
Does that?
That
Yeah.
was his original name, I think. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because he came out in the Donkey Kong game,
Yep.
and that was where you got
God,
the
you guys are too smart
princess.
for me.
Do you want to know that Nintendo?
But he looks like him.
the
They did do an extra like.
Does he go, hey, it's a me.
Yeah, it's a me, a Mario.
I'm Mario.
Pay me your rent.
You pay the rent.
You pay the rent.
You pay
No,
the
you
rent.
take the money, Nintendo.
You give me the money.
No, Nintendo, you take the money.
What'd you say, Nintendo? No, you get the money.
Okay.
Does he have a brother named Luigi?
That'd be so good. if he did.
That would be
so
great.
good, so good. All right, and then last thing. Okay, so I wanted to get your thoughts on this. I don't have all the facts, Pat, so I don't need any questions. Okay.
I'm just gonna turn the mic off for the next 5 minutes.
just let him present the whole thing.
No, I'm just kidding. In England, there is a guy and a woman. The guy goes to bed much earlier than the woman. The guy. So this is probably like the Peter Lauren relationship.
So
I go to bed.
the Pat Lynch question would be how much earlier, but
Yeah.
I didn't say a word.
So I'll say it's. I go to bed at.
bless you.
Bless you.
I go to bed at 9:30. I think Lauren came because she was reading some Dragon Slayer book this week. She didn't go to bed till midnight on Monday, but so this story is in England. This guy goes to bed. He works. He gets up early. He works late. His wife is up. She doesn't work. So when he goes to bed, she goes to a AI bot like a Chat GPT
Oh, nice.
and does sexy talk with the AI.
I like it.
And the husband kind of caught it because she was having too much fun, and he is super upset, and she doesn't get why he's so upset. But she's not going to stop. She loves these conversations. The AI is learning off her, and she's having a great time with it. She doesn't think it's any type of cheating. This dude's up in arms, and I thought, well, this is kind of a good topic. Roles reversed. Would the woman be upset that this guy's super into an AI chatbot? I don't know.
I feel like you should
Probably better than her getting from some actual stuff on the side.
But does this escalate too?
Well,
She's
I
starting
think
to
if she's
feel
gonna
it.
cheat, she's gonna cheat either way.
True.
Well,
I mean, it's something you got to talk about. I mean, obviously, you can't let this guy just sit there and stew and get madder and madder about it. But
okay, hold on. Let me ask you this. So your guys' point of view is that this lady going on the computer and getting some sort of pleasure through some online portal, you guys think she's in the wrong?
I didn't
no,
say
no,
so.
no,
I don't think she's in the wrong necessarily.
No, I think we're all coming to the same conclusion. There's something much greater in this relationship that's off. That he's blaming the AI, and I think they're just not getting it on anymore.
Oh, okay.
And I am
Joe's
assuming.
Joe's driving.
I know what Joe's driving at.
yeah, we're
Joe's
watching
driving at the fact that Pepsi gets great satisfaction from surfing the internet for certain things.
They start with a P and end with a B.
A B?
He's on a website that's called PH.
I did. Okay, that's a good one, Pat. No, you're right. I get what you're saying there, Joe. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think about that at all. That actually.
I feel like she's getting her pleasure the way she wants it through this thing. And for
True.
her, it's a more mental stimulation. And for him, it's more physical. And he's just upset now because he's not the one doing it,
Sorry,
and
Pat.
she's finding it somewhere else.
That's true. But I do kind of get his.
Maybe he's
a
just
little
mad
bit,
that ChatGPT is better than him at it.
Would it be different if he was willing to be more mentally stimulating and physically stimulating, and she was shutting him down, and she was more interested in the AI version of the stimulation
Yeah.
and everything, and she's shutting him out?
Yeah, if she's eventually shutting him down. I'm assuming this is a situation where
He's too
based on what you
tired.
said, he's working a
Yeah.
lot, doesn't really show her a lot of attention,
Yeah,
and now he's
exactly. Yeah.
upset
Yeah.
that she's
Getting the
basically
attention from
getting
someone else,
off
yeah.
in her own way through this AI thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
you've heard a lot of things the other way around, where guys are so obsessed with porn that they don't talk to
Yeah.
them. They don't touch their whatever anymore.
yeah.
It's crazy to me how much sex is, in some relationships, is such a huge part of it.
I mean, it's a huge part of any real relationship long term.
Yeah, but I mean, like like Joe List, like on
Oh, that podcast you were listening to on Friday where they
Yeah.
were talking about stuff. Whoa.
yeah, he's out there, but it's literally, but he's an addict, so I'm guessing his addiction has moved towards sex. But he talks about wanting to have sex with his wife like 8-9 times a day, and I'm like,
That's
where
a very
where do you
specific situation.
where do you get the?
He was talking about
energy?
taking a hot load in the back of his throat. I was like, what?
back on his back, not his
Yeah, back of his throat.
There's a story that Mark Norman tells about him going from he's got to go to do a spot in Davenport, Iowa, and he has been running the gauntlet. You should go listen to this. I'm not gonna give the story. Really, it's Tuesdays with Stories, their latest one. Mark Norman talks about trying to get to Davenport, Iowa. His original
From
flight,
Chicago.
no, from New York, but so he's got to go to
Oh, yeah,
Chicago.
I only heard bits.
His
and pieces.
original flight got canceled. His agent in California set him up with a new flight. He overslept that flight, misses that flight, takes a flight to Chicago, has to drive to Davenport, Iowa. They get a EV, like a EV
An
car,
electric vehicle,
Davenport's
yep.
way west in Iowa, right?
2 hours from Chicago.
It's
Oh, no, so it's on the border,
yeah,
it's
really
Quad
on
Cities,
the, it's
right?
on, yeah, it's Quad City, yeah.
So 2 hours. He
I think
gets
it's Des Moines. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yep, and he got a Chevy Bolt. So Chevy Bolt's is very specific Charger.
Mm-hmm.
They had to. It's just wild, and like he forgets his wallet in one of the cars, and it sounds so bad. It sounds so miserable. Like this dude literally was up for like 36 hours at one point.
Oh,
That's
God.
a movie.
I'm sure you had a great show.
It sounded like the shows
Probably
went well.
was great.
Yeah, but you're right. How do you get the energy when you've just like?
Cocaine.
But maybe the
Cocaine.
like the adrenaline from the crowd
Honestly,
gets you
yeah.
going.
And
But-
I mean, you got a couple great stories right there just to tell to start off with,
Oh,
or
yeah.
end with,
yeah,
or whatnot.
you just
Yeah,
get to vent and tell it in a
Exactly.
funny way. Yeah.
Or
Very-
cocaine. Cocaine happens too.
No, he's more of a shroom guy. I don't think he does coke, but he could, I guess.
So pick me up, hey.
Yeah, there's
cocaine.
there's-
It's a hell of a drug.
I don't know. I haven't done it, so I haven't. I would like to try
Do some
Adderall
coke.
at some point.
Like do some coke. It's like,
I hear
No,
Adderall,
no,
but-
you do
You don't
not need
need
that.
Adderall.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Whatever day you're doing that.
Have you guys ever done it? No, you've never
No,
done it.
you don't need it because God knows you.
I've never done. I've never done
Whenever
a
you want to do
drug.
Adderall, let me know because I want to be away from you for
I
that.
had it once and it just made me sweat like crazy.
Yeah. Wait, why am me on Adderall? Why would
Because
that be?
you're already
high
intense as
energy.
shit.
You're high energy enough as it is. You on that high energy.
It's basically
You'll be
you on
going for like
speed.
48 hours. Yeah, forget about it.
Oh,
No
never mind.
chance.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
me and Chris, you can do that when me and Chris go.
Yeah.
Yours be somewhere
Heart might
else,
explode.
far away.
Heart would explode.
Me and Chris are gonna be on a like off the
You would
grid.
be, yeah, you would have me working out like 4 times in like a 6 hour span, and I'd be dead, and you'd be like, "All right, workout number 5." I'd be like,
5 mile run. Let's go.
I've honestly I've never been into drugs, and I think just recently realized that I have an addictive personality. That if I'd gotten to any of that stuff, it would be.
you need more like Ritalin, where it calms you down and makes you focus.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I can see that.
Oh, maybe that's what I had.
Yeah, you're not sure.
It is literally.
Did you do it for school, or did you just do it to try it?
Somebody had it, and I was like, let me try it. I've been hearing a lot about it, probably last year, and I was like, all right, I'm never doing fucking drugs again. That was
Yeah.
so stupid.
Kind of scary.
Like, all I did was sweat a lot,
Yeah.
but
I don't know what the hell that
It
is.
had
but
my heart
Adderall,
racing.
Adderall keeps you up, like it gives you energy.
it's like
because
a. I'm sorry. I
It's
guess
based on
stimulant.
speed.
it's
yeah.
kind of like meth, is what they. I think.
Yeah,
it's
it's like a
speed. It's
stimulant.
more
It's
speed
like
than meth.
yeah, it gives you energy. It
I
keeps
think
you
it
up.
was-
That's what a lot of college students do to get through like a night of study, and they'll pop Adderall.
Julianne.
maybe that was what
And
I had.
Ritalin
yeah.
is like if you're really hyperactive, it will calm you down and make you focus.
Maybe I did have Adderall because I think that like blew
Yeah.
my heart up and just blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah. I think that's what it was. Yeah.
And Peter on Adderall would not be a great thing.
Okay, good. Check. Not going to
Yep.
do that. Julianne, a girl I dated for a little bit, she was taking a lot of Adderall. But
Yeah,
she was
well, what
also-
you would tell me.
She was staying up till 2 in the morning,
Yeah,
working
forget that
for.
noise.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. How you guys feeling about volleyball tomorrow? Are we
Gonna
win
throw
the
that first game.
Are we gonna win? Are we gonna win the championship?
Probably not.
No.
Can we? Do we? If how many games are there?
We gotta win
If
3.
we gotta win 3 to win it all.
So that could be upwards of 6 games.
Oh yeah.
No,
I feel like we have to be
Just
9
three
games.
No,
games.
he's right. So 3 games of.
Oh,
two
yeah,
games.
yeah,
It could be
yeah.
9 sets.
Technically,
total.
Technically, it could be 9 games.
9 games, right?
Yeah, you
Okay,
got to win
yeah.
6 of the 9. Yeah,
But if you win 2, like you don't have to play the third one, obviously. in the
Exactly,
game's
yeah.
not. Or you get your ass whooped twice, you don't have to play the third one.
you got to win 6 of 9 games. Is out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds.
I feel like we have the endurance to do it.
If we have our whole entire team there, we should be pretty
We're
good.
gonna have a lot. Do you think Sarah's gonna play tomorrow?
I think so. Yeah, I think she's gonna be there.
We would have a really big team. We had a pretty good team, big team last week, and now
That
at
should
Mark,
be nice.
We did that big a game team.
we had 2 subs.
Yeah.
We're gonna have 3 this
Yeah, you probably
we've
have
had up to
two
like
male,
5 on the side.
two male and 2 female subs.
We won the game. We had like 5 people standing on the sideline.
Yeah.
First season.
No,
First
even
game of
with
the
the,
season?
well, no, with the day that Lindsay's 2 friends showed up, we had like 4 girl subs and like 4 dude subs that day.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's do some feel good stories. Let me think here. Brain matter may remain higher in people who love to take a cat nap. You know what's crazy? I've heard good things and bad things about naps. Like some things that make productivity after a nap is way down.
Mm-hmm.
And then health-wise, a siesta during the day is not bad. But, science is never sure on.
I think some days you kind of need to get like 20 minutes and just like zone out for a second.
That
And
would
other
be-
days you're fine.
Yeah, depends on the day. Depends on what you need to get done. Right.
Sometimes you take 20 minutes and you have to make up that 20 minutes.
Sorry, making it work for you is where you get the benefit from. If you're able to. I feel like Peter just read something that blew his mind. I saw his eyes get so big just now.
That's what he needs the Adderall for, or the Ritalin for to calm.
No,
focus him.
what you were saying, Joe?
Oh no, I'm just saying it just depends on if you're busy working, you can't take it. You
Yeah.
don't want productivity to go down. But
It's
if
so
you're-
tough. I love people who are dedicated to taking their 30-minute lunch, walking away from the desk. I always say I want to do that, and it's just like you get into the grind, and it's like forget about it. You're not getting out of the grind.
Mhm.
The one that made my eyes pop was 500 million year old jellyfish, oldest ever found, may have swallowed prey whole. This thing is huge.
How they know it's that old?
That's a great. You know what? I don't know the science behind how
Assuming
they
it's-
date these things.
Assuming it's 5 million years old, you said
500 million.
I'm assuming it's
500
dead,
million?
right?
Yeah.
It's
gotta
probably
be a fossil.
fossilized,
Yeah.
Got it.
situation.
And then you got to imagine. You got to understand. I don't know how they date
Carbon
fossils.
dating usually.
Yeah, but can they get carbon off of a fossil?
Probably
That's got
the
bones on
stuff
it,
that
yes,
it's in. I imagine they can carbon date. I think if it's a jellyfish, I don't know what a jelly. I mean, everything's kind of carbon based.
Jellyfish
isn't
have
it?
bones?
Jellyfish just
Aren't we all
regenerate
carbon-based?
themselves. Well, there's the one that's out there that just keeps regenerating itself and lives forever.
They were talking about. So Joe Rogan had a scientist. I don't know if he was a scientist, kind of, but he works and is trying to save the Amazon and forest in India, and he was also on Lex Freeman's podcast. I don't know if it's Lex Freeman.
The Amazon rainforest is in South America, not India.
Yeah, but he's also trying to
Oh,
save.
he's trying to save the rainforest in
Sorry if I didn't-
India
it was good.
and in
Yeah.
the Amazon.
He's-
Okay.
And they were talking about anacondas, and in certain areas, the anacondas can live. They think they can live pretty much almost
I'd be
forever.
like 40, 50 years or something.
No,
like even
for-
more than that.
Yeah,
Really?
and there's the Greenland shark. They have one, or they seen one. They think is 300 years old.
But yeah, because those things live in like cold water, like the depths of like Greenland and like Iceland, and like 1,000 feet of water or something like that. Like
Yeah.
they are so weird
I've
looking.
heard, some situations with sharks, something to do with the way they age and process.
For that cold water does great things for them.
That's why you got an ice bath.
Yes.
Live forever.
I feel like I'm starting to see a lot of these recently, but at garage sales, at thrift stores, people buying things and
The
they're
fancy
being,
finds, the
Yeah.
rich finds.
Mom bought
Oh.
rare stifle teddy bear at yard sale that's set to be sold for $6,000. It's a pretty ugly teddy bear, by the way.
How do you
That's
find
pretty
out,
solid.
How do you find out that this stuff you buy it at? I mean, these must be people searching for it.
That's what
right?
I think.
They're
too,
also
right?
people,
That's how it
you can
becomes
look
a
at
story.
you can look at something similar on eBay when you're there and be like, that's what one guy does. He
not
looks at like
bad.
Hot Wheel cars and he'll be like, oh, when he
But
Googles them.
He's explicitly looking for
Yeah.
something. Like I don't.
This lady probably just
guess
thought it
it-
was weird. Yeah.
You know what? Maybe it's just like you get it, you see like an old tag on, you're like, oh, this is kind of old. Maybe let me do a little research on it, and then you find out that it's
Or
it's worth
s-
more. Or maybe somebody that you know, or
Yeah,
somebody
comes over.
knows that
That's
about it.
gotta
yeah.
be it. That's got somebody else knows something.
Yes,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a real nice feel good story, especially since I watch a lot of police interrogations. Narrowly avoiding jail by judge's leniency, this lady turned her life around and she won her first case in court as a lawyer.
Wow, good for
Wow.
her.
You don't see that often.
Good
but
for
this-
her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Senior finds love and connection greeting people at Walmart after husband dies, working as beautiful therapy. Oh, that's
What a
so sad.
champion.
Good for her.
I think that's great. I know a lot of people can't wait to retire, but I also think having if you're going to retire, you got to have something
Got to have a hobby or hobbies. Yeah.
that gets you out the door
Friends,
today.
community, something. Yep.
I'm going to start a fight club when I retire.
Dave
At
Call
90.
says everybody always talk about traveling, but none of his friends travel. And they just bitch about. They just talk about where they're going to eat and what their medications are on.
Yeah.
The funeral yesterday that I was at, that's what they were saying. The priest had a countdown clock for when he would retire. And he retires, and then he finds out he has cancer. And from then on, he's basically trying to fight it till he passes. But he had talks about going to Sonoma. He's Irish, so he was going to go to Ireland, go to one other place. Never had the chance to do it, man.
That sucks.
Yeah, so you got to live your life when you can.
Got to do it. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to leave you with two more, and we'll get out of this beautiful podcast because I know Pat's got a nice date not planned.
You look real excited about it, too.
All right. If replicated, new physics discovery could grant levitation to any device via ambient pressure magnetics.
That means me.
Hoverboards.
Yep. And last one, I thought this is kind of cool. Well, good, because me and Lauren actually got a debate about how much plastic is in the ocean. But analysis shows we might have been overestimating the amount of plastic in oceans by 30 times. So
it's like a
So it's not
that'd be a
as
positive.
so
bad,
is
but
Illinois
still
not
pretty bad.
Texas? You're saying?
could potentially, yeah.
So like it's still a massive amount.
So it's still bad, but it's not as bad.
And maybe that one guy is doing some work.
Things are looking up, guys.
We don't have to worry about the global climate anymore. Forget about it.
Don't worry
Listen to
about
it.
Hawaii.
Maui, you'll be fine soon. Don't you worry. Things are looking up.
So, see, this is how we end the
Hey,
beautiful
Hawaii, there's less
podcast.
plastic. Everything's good in the
Yeah,
world.
we're good. And we always end this podcast on a beautiful note, right, boys?
We do.
Yeah. Less plastic in the ocean. The world's a better
That's
place.
why we're drinking canned beer, ladies and
We're
gentlemen.
talking 90-degree winters here in Chicago soon. I love it. I love
I
it.
don't know if you guys seen the Farmer's Almanac, but it's supposed to be a nasty winter this year. And
They
that
say
makes me
that
nervous.
every year about that. The Farmer's
Well,
Almanac is
I bought
garbage.
a snowblower last year, so that means I was never gonna have a shitty winter again because I'm never gonna get to use it.
You bought a snowboard?
Snowblower. I thought he said
Oh,
snowboard too.
blower.
For here, Pat?
Yeah.
You have like 7
It was
feet.
more for the alley to get the because
Oh,
my
that's
car
good.
was stuck by the alley, but now I don't have to worry.
Now he doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, so
It's not a bad move, my friend.
Mother Nature took care of that one for you.
yep.
Hey, life is about convenience, Pat. It's a good move.
You want to tell them where we can subscribe, do all
That's-
the things?
Professional over here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on a beautiful Saturday night. So I apologize for 178 and how crappy the
He means
linking.
148. I apologize
Why
for
do
that
I
numbering.
keep saying 148? And I keep, Jesus.
You really wanna
I
get to
was
200.
Yeah, so bad. I was so pissed at how I had the lineup of the lips to the sound perfect, and then I moved it a little bit, and it threw it off so bad. I was so pissed at myself last week. So I apologize for that, but hey, do us a favor. Check out our shorts; are doing tremendous. We got clips out there. Our podcast is on all podcast
Streaming devices.
Platform.
platforms. Thank you, Joseph. If you're watching from YouTube, do us a favor. Hit that like, subscribe,
Ring the bell.
and you can always reach our
He's still waiting for those birthday wishes, ladies.
yes at the SMP podcast at gmail.com. And again, thank you and have a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to let you know my first to worst in the NFL is